What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And I'm gonna just start the video off like this. Yeah, I was fired, but I'm gonna make something real clear for them and people who, for some reason, y'all prey on somebody's downfall so bad, which is so weird to me. Nothing has changed. It hasn't stopped anything. Okay. If anything, is gained me a lot more freedom and yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. So I'm about to break this all down for y'all, from the emotions to the lessons to the most important thing of, what's next to come. Because for some reason, a lot of y'all, not everybody, but a lot of you, including my job, were hoping I guess I'll fall off the face of the map. I don't know what y'all was thinking, bro. I think y'all was thinking I was just gonna stop YouTube altogether. No, a lot of this is crazy because this job I was working prior to me telling y'all about what was going on and them getting caught. That's the main reason why I got fired. Is because they didn't know that I had my phone while y'all was talking shit. They didn't know. They didn't know that I caught the HR lady telling me I'm not allowed to use PTO. What? That's something that I earned. She didn't know I got that. Or them pulling me and telling me that, which I can't even post that, but them being racist and telling me I feel like I'm all that because I do YouTube. You know, they flat out said in the meeting, and I couldn't be more broader about it. I brought up the policy. They said we don't care about that. We know what we saw. It's on video and it's recorded, and people were still telling me to this day it's a lie. What the freak can I can't do nothing more than show y'all audio proof. I didn't want to video him because that could be a lawsuit or whatever. So audio is the best I could do. Y'all should have seen how they was scrambling once they was caught. That's the only reason why I got fired. Is because when they found out that yes, y'all was being recorded, and y'all thought y'all was gonna say all this slick shit to me behind closed doors, and then they was when they seen that they was like, oh shoot, we gotta get him gone. Nope. That's what it was. So the day it happened, and I could have swore I told y'all this, but before I showed brought it to YouTube, for a long time they was in cahoots, and I couldn't understand why. So during my time of me working before YouTube, they already wasn't too fond of me, right? And because I used to tell them what I told y'all, if y'all gonna have me do extra work and people gonna be slacking and y'all not gonna pay extra, when I'm done with mine, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm clocking out. Simple as that. You know, when I would tell them that, they would get mad, because they would say that I'm not a quote unquote team player. But yet, every time I turn around, I'm always the last person to leave on shifts. Granted, the money was cool because I was getting a lot of overtime, but you start to see little things. You get me? You start to see, the little, them trying to, run you over in a sense, but they do it in a way that, it won't seem visible. You know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it. They'll do it in such a way that it won't seem like that, but it is. So when you call them out on it like I do and say, well, what I got going on over here is kind of making me some money and I'm doing something positive. I'm not out on the street when I could be. I'm motivating people to do better for themselves because I know that's what I'm doing. I don't think I'm going to be doing that work that y'all trying to force me to do, pretty much. Because if it's a set of people that work hard like me, and then it's a set of people that don't, and know that the other people that work hard are gonna pick up the slack, guess what the boss gonna do? Hey, can y'all go help them? No, bro. They haven't been doing no work for the past 6 hours. I'm not going over there. No. Especially when I've already done the trucks that I needed to do. Unloaded everything. Loaded everything. I did knocked out all my trucks already. And they still gotta do all 7 of theirs. I already did mine. I'm cool. We're not doing that. Fast forward. I started recording, right? The mole who found out about my channel, right? He showed it to the boss, okay? And then after that, it was downhill from there. It was all eyes on me all the time, okay? If it wasn't before, it was definitely now, right? So fast forward to now. 2 weeks ago, I had dropped a video talking about and I'll probably link it down below. But I dropped a video talking to y'all like, man, I gotta make a decision on whether I'm gonna go full time with content or I'm gonna stay here until the end of this year and then do something else if I need to, if I got to. A lot of y'all was like, man, just do both. I was like, you know what? I have been doing both, making good money, YouTube money. I'm making good money from work, but it's getting to a point where like the YouTube money is kind of outweighing the work money. You get what I'm saying? So I brought that to y'all. I'm like, man, what do you do when you kind of making money doing your own thing and it's stable? You know, y'all said, just finish out the year and then make the decision. So I was like, all right, bet. I was like, that's not a bad idea because I was thinking about doing that anyway. That's what I said. In the video, I said I was just going to finish out the year, and a lot of y'all was agreeing. So I was like, yup. But then 2 weeks later, into it was like I dropped that video around like before Thanksgiving, but like the week of December was weird. It was weird. Okay? Like the end, like going into the week of the 1st of December was weird. That's when I showed y'all the video of me walking into work. Like I started recording because I had a feeling. It was just I had a feeling. I was already building that video because I had a feeling that was going to happen, and it did. But like the pieces now that I'm away from it is clicking even more now. Y'all still had this dude watching videos, okay? That's what was happening. And it just so happened that he seen that, and I'm guessing that he probably gave that video and they was going to work. That's what happened. So, yeah. The craziest part about it is this was not even about performance. None of this. This was about YouTube. This is what it was about. Go listen to it. Literally, when I'm bringing up the policy, they said no, we don't care about that. We know what we saw. You're getting suspended. That was the beginning of it. Okay. It wasn't about budget cut. It wasn't about none of that. It's because of what I got going on outside of work. It's not about the videos I posted of them, because I was never posting videos about them. Never. I started because I was starting to see the nitpicking. That's why. So I wanted to bring to people's attention, like, yo, this is how jobs operate. Just be careful out here. And wouldn't you know? All right. Now that was the immediate aftermath of everything. That was it. That was a whole lot. Okay. Um. Yeah. Right now, how I'm feeling, I'm okay. I'm good. But the way that things operated around that whole aspect was so crazy to me. You know, yes, your job can fire you, they can, but they cannot take away the passion that I got for making content. You cannot take away the skills I've gained through editing, finding new things that I am good at. I'm good at storytelling through a lens. Like I'm learning how to do cinematic vids now. Like things that I've been wanting and having interest in, like filmmaking. Y'all turned around and made me do it full time now. When in the beginning was the end goal for me, was to be able to do it full time. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Um, I done turned this pain that I was going through into work. Like, this channel was really for me to vlog and kind of document my life in a sense. And this is just my journey that y'all see. And it's crazy how each chapter then got its own, like, it's like a movie, bro. Like, it's kind of crazy. Started from nothing and went through a couple obstacles to get to where I wanted to be at, and still going, still growing, still learning. Now I'm at this chapter of my life where, like, it's me progressing. Like, what's the next move now? That's the chapter of my life that I'm in right now. Feel like I went over the obstacles I had to go through with work and getting disrespected and just being singled out for whatever reason because of what I got. And yeah, for me it just became YouTube. That's building my own brand, having my own clothing, um, doing YouTube, having multiple YouTube channels, being able to do all the things that I'm passionate about and make it a full-time income. And comfort, it's the enemy of growth. That comfortability I had of being there, I couldn't do it no more. Especially when, you know, I've already completed everything that I kind of needed from the job. You know what I'm saying? The extra baggage of them, like, doing the weird energy of, like, doing these meetings and, like, singling me out, that all that extra energy was not what I needed. I don't have to deal with that when I do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to deal with none of that type of energy. And sometimes you need that push that is gonna force you to take that leap, right? It forces you to take the leap into the unknown because, like I said 2 weeks ago, well, 4 weeks ago now, but last month I was depicting on making the decision like, okay, I'm gonna do the right thing and work the rest of this month and put my 2 weeks notice in January and then go full time on YouTube. But they kind of forced my hand with, me walking into work. Y'all clear out my locker. Y'all kicked me off the app so I can't even sign in to clock in. But y'all let me in the door, which was weird. I don't know if y'all was trying to. I don't know. It was weird. Y'all let me walk in the building, and I guess y'all wanted me to see that. I don't know. It was just, to me, it just showed what type of people we are dealing with at jobs. It showed me everything I needed to know to not be associated with none of that. It showed me how much I need to push myself to go even harder every day to do my own thing and still have other things going for myself. That right there, that showed me everything I needed to know about working. And this was what I was talking about months ago. Like, I was seeing it before it even happened. Like, it was, every time I got up, I kid y'all not, promise to God, I kept getting this feeling of, like, this is not where I need to be. This ain't it. This is not where I need to be. But I do understand the situation I'm in. Like, okay, grind this out, and when you done, be done. Be done. Don't even look back. Right? And even with me still trying to do the right thing of finishing out the month and going into this year, which is probably the 30th or the 31st, right? That you seeing this. Going into the new year, today would have been the day that I put in my 2 weeks notice, right? And that's doing the right thing. And that's what I tell y'all to do all the time. Don't ever let, you know, somebody or certain situations knock you from doing the right thing. Always do the right thing when it comes down to you. You ain't got to fight back or be negative. You ain't got to do none of that. If you in a situation right now, ask yourself, what have you been putting off because your job was your safety net, right? I'm pretty sure it was, right? What dream have you been neglecting for so long? During this job, mine was neglecting YouTube. And this was a year ago that I was feeling like that. It started getting even worse as I was progressing, getting closer to paying off my debt. It was progressing even more to where I'm like, yo, I need to make this move. You get me? And yeah, the reality of this, I guess you call hustle that I was doing and still doing to this day, it's just a whole different thing now. My new 9 to 5 is content now, and I'm cool with it. I'm happy. I'm happy. Um, but sometimes losing stability gives you freedom. Um, just working there, of course, I was making good money. I really was, but the environment versus the money was just outweighing each other. The environment was not well. Um, Granted, not everybody you work with is gonna be fun to work with, but I did have a couple people I kicked it with. Poe, still shout out the man. Um, Even though we be having our feud, but it be jokes though. Um, there was a couple people I rocked with, but for the most part, the type of energy that was in that establishment already was just negative, bro. It was negative. The environment just wasn't what it needed to be, and that was from jump. But I knew what I was getting myself into, so it's all good. I take full responsibility. What I don't take responsibility on is the type of character that people have in that establishment. That I can't control. Um, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's not easy to do that hustle. Like working a lot of jobs, I applaud anybody that's doing it. A lot of people are saying, "Damn, you working 4 right now? You on YouTube too?" Damn, there was, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but that's how hungry I am for, the grind. That's how dedicated I am to things. I'm a real hard worker when it comes to things, bro. And I, I nobody can really take that from me. How hard I work, how hard I grind. Nobody can ever tell me that I don't, because I do every day. I get up, show up. I show up regardless how I'm feeling. I show up regardless of me losing. I show up regardless if I'm winning. I show up. I show up every time. And yeah, to me, I feel like everybody's more than just a job title. So if you lost your job during this year, if you're having a hard time finding a job, you more than that, bro. You are more than a paycheck, and no one can stop you from chasing your purpose. I know how hard it is out here to find a job and things like that, but I need people to keep persevering, because I don't want people to fall into a depression, because I know how hard it is out here right now, bro. I do. I do. So, to anyone that's out there struggling, let this be your sign to keep going. Don't let anybody get in your way and stop you from what you do. Don't let it happen. If you gotta put in 37 applications, bro, do it. Do it. Do it. I remember all them days I was sitting in the library. Had to go get. I had no money, bro. I had to go get a library card. Had no computer. I had to go in the library, use that computer for like 2 hours, because you only get 2 or 3 hour sessions. And I was putting in applications from like 8 to 10, bro. 8 to 11, bro. Whenever my session ended, till I couldn't no more. So I know how it is. I know how it go, bro. I really do. I really do. So yeah, this is for anybody that is feeling down because you may have lost your job, or you're having a hard time finding a job. I understand all too well. But for my people, getting fired will never stop anything that I got going. Ever. It's not how I move. That's not how I operate. I don't operate by giving up just due to certain circumstances. I don't operate by giving up just because something bad happened. I don't operate like that. And I will never let somebody stop whatever I'm doing. Never. I'm human just like you. I just take the punches as they go. And I adjust. Learn how to adjust and keep going. That's all I got, bro.